Hello, my friend. This is Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo, your friend in Virginia, president of Fruitful Ministries International Incorporated, an evangelistic and teaching Christian ministry. We work with churches and ministers and ministries and schools and communities, organizations. So let's work together. The numbers at the end of this presentation, you can call and get in touch with us for programs as well, and seminars, and a lot of counseling, books, and other activities. Let's talk about neatness in our relationships, especially marriage. Usually you hear men saying, don't mind the body, mind the engine. But women mind both the body and the engine. So if you smell is very typical. Women have a stronger sense of smell than men. That is one big difference between males and females. That is why if I'm going to travel, I let my wife smell my armpits. She can smell better than I do. And suggest, this one, just wash the right side. The smell is a little, this thing, I think you may have to change it or something. And it helps to build the intimacy as well, the closeness. Okay. So men understand that women mind the way you look at things, the way your appearance is, and then smell on your body, typically your mouth and your armpits and other parts of you. But if you look at the things men like from women, one of them is a neat woman. If your wife is not neat, that's a problem because she's the homemaker, the home manager. To ensure the children are clean. I know men we help, we're supposed to help, the cleaning of the children and all that. But if the woman who is the homemaker, who has the baby from breastfeeding to putting the child to sleep most of the time, and if you have a daddy who works and mommy is a stay-home mom, then it's going to be a problem if she's not neat. Just know, women, one of the things men look for in marrying a good woman or saying, I have married a good woman, or want in the life of women is neatness. The woman wanted too. But the woman care a lot about the quality of the person, the love, the understanding, the patience, the intelligence, good decisions and choices, hardworking, loving, romantic, the kind of character the man has, his inner content. But he also care about the outside. I know one woman who said, one of the things I want in a man is good shoes. Everyone has his or her preferences in this world. He said, if your shoes are not polished, your shoes are not good, I'm put off. It puts me off to accept your proposal or making you a friend. As a man, I was surprised. Only shoe. But she's concerned. You see, we should care about our bodies, men, what you put on. You see, make sure it's ironed, if it's a shirt or the pants, trousers. Your shoe is in a good shape. Your hair, okay? And your fingernails, if you have dirt in your fingernails and you've grown like claws, and all that, it doesn't attract women at all. Now, neatness in a woman builds intimacy, especially when it is accompanied by elegant dressing, you see, and sweet body scent, aroma, plus gentleness in attitude. You see, as much as women want gentleness a lot, they want a gentleman that attracts them to marry that man and work with that man. No man can also tolerate a woman who is very harsh and controlling and dominating and domineering, The woman who is, you want a woman who is kind in words, humble spirit, juicy feminine appeals, which you normally will sweep men off their feet. You see, a woman smelling good, dressed nicely, and neat and careful, how she carries her way around attracts a man. Okay. If this condition is not a mere 9-day wonder of being so nice, nice words, smelling good, only to appeal to somebody in dating, or for a program or a party or an occasion, but it's not in the woman's character, then when you're going to live with her, you get problems. Now, you can't know everything until you live together, but there are questions you must ask. In dating, courtship, ask all the questions. Courtship is when you want to cement the relationship, to say, hey, we are now finally deciding we are for each other forever. So ask questions. But usually when my age and the conditions and things, if I lose him, hey, if I lose her, hey, because I'm 30, 32, 34, 36, hey, see, I'm old. So that we even see some things and we think, oh, the things are going to change, and some never change. Ask the questions, as many as you can, meaningful, not just being an investigator, but you want to have knowledge necessary to bond to the person. Knowledge is what we use to live with people. Okay? So if the woman is impressing you in courtship and impressing you in dating and at programs, all you saw was church, the office, at parties and places, never really saw how she was at home. Very difficult anyway. Because if you go as a visitor, she will prepare herself to receive you. You see? But I think no matter how the situation is, you can always see and sense neatness, one way or the other, in the person's life. Because it's not always that you'll be so sharp for us to go out. That is why the courtship for some time is necessary. Not too long, not too short. You see? But that's appropriate for me to have enough knowledge for us to bond together in marriage. So if the woman is not neat or doesn't focus on neatness, it can affect the intimacy, the closeness. Now, every man wants to love and bond and live with a woman who is tidy. You see, you don't leave things for too long before you clean them. That is to tell you as a testimony I like about my wife. I married her and I thought she was too neat. It was hard for me as a man, wash this and do this. And I said, hey, when we were on campus, I mean, how many men, will come from outside, go and wash their face, wash their hands, and do this and do that. Now, if I come from outside, first thing, wash my hands with soap, hand washing without soap, hand wetting. I learned it from her. Although she's a nurse, I'm a biologist. I said, don't do it in the kitchen. We'll put food in the sink. We'll do it in the bathroom. And now I will never wash my hands when I come from outside in the kitchen. I'll go to the bathroom. You see, you practice the desire will become a delight. Practice the good things you are not used to, which are good, until you get used to them. You see, everything good must be practiced. Practice is what makes a man perfect. The woman who is organized, disciplined, homemaker. Homemaker meaning you're concerned about home. A woman takes the home as an extension of herself. The man takes the home as a place to eat, to sleep, to rest, make love, entertain, prepare, and go to work. So if there's clutter around the house, some place is dirty in front of your own computer, library room, ooh. You see, working with papers and they are scattered all over the place, never arranged. You take book from the shelf and take it to the bedroom and leave it by the bedside until the books accumulate there. It's not sending it back. Take things and use them. You don't send them to where you took them from. You are looking for the scissors. If you are looking for that special pen, the nail clippers, those things become your problem. Or you look for it in the bathroom, you take it and use it, they won't put it back there. You go and sit somewhere and use it and leave it there. And you look around the whole house, you want to cut some nails off the finger and things, and you can't find it. The scissors, that small scissors, I needed to cut something, and it is by my computer, or it is on top of this. You took it from there and you will send it back there. It's all part of neatness and organization. So because you make life difficult, you see, looking for checkbook, and that's why joint account, it becomes a problem for some people. Oh, what is it? Oh, I took it to work to sign something. It's in my bag. When I come home, I'll bring it. And I need it now. Because you are not in the habit of, when you took it, return it after use. You see. So we must work on some of these. You want some kind of pen I use for this, something I use for that, even in the kitchen. Typical kitchen, bathroom, and the bedroom. This is why I always put that. If you take it and you use it, train yourself to be responsible and organized and tidy to send it back there. We are human. It doesn't mean it is a hard and fast rule. Once in a while you may forget something, but when it is a habit, then it is a problem for everybody. Because anything in the house you take, from where you take it from, if it is a cup you use to drink something, you leave it in front of the computer and go to bed. Some even take something to the bedroom, drinking, and they will leave the cup there till morning. I had to train myself, I can't. Everything I use, I want to send it back that night before I go to bed. Take a plate and put some peanuts inside, or put something inside. You eat ice cream in a cup or some little bowl or something, and you leave it there, and it is sitting there. Anywhere in the house you start and use it, you leave it there. You see, wet towels, and some they start when they're young. You see, bad habits. They run to school and you go to the room and wet towel is on the bed. You see. There was a time I sent my son to school and had a roommate. This is a story he wouldn't even remember. In some school somewhere. And it was 1 week spring break. And the roommate had towel from the bathroom. The roommate didn't make the bed, but there was a towel also lying on it, which was wet, and left the wet towel just across, bed not straightened or arranged or anything, and left it for home for 1 week. And when we got there, he wasn't there yet. And this is college. So when that person grows up, what do you expect? At that age, with this habit, you are not 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old for us to organize you and keep inculcating and harping and trying to ram it down, whatever words you want to use, to help you to adopt it and let it be ingrained and welded into your being. He's going to go into marriage with it if he's not careful. Then other things follow. Because if that is how you are, then you do other things. You see, when you have your shoes in the room, so I try the best I can. I can't have one shoe lying here one day. I know I have a lot of things I have to improve in my life. But at least there are some of them, when they are good and you acquire the habit, keep it and don't go backwards. Socks out of a shoe. You can't have my socks out of a shoe lying on the floor. No. Then you're going to go somewhere and the socks is somewhere here, you're going for it, and the shoe is here, and one shoe is there and one shoe is there. Make sure the shoe, I put them together. You see? Put them together. Sandals, shoes. I've trained myself to, I hate seeing one sandal here, one shoe here, one here, and not for socks on the floor. Either it's inside the shoe or it's somewhere else. Train yourself that way. You see. I hate seeing bed not made. So as soon as I get up, even if I'm going out of the bedroom, I'm going to some part of the house to come 1 hour, 2 hours. I can't leave it like that. Straighten a little bit. As much as you can. In the beginning, you realize the woman does all that. And you will make bed, anything, and then they just get up and go making money and bringing money home. And the woman is doing everything in the house. Nothing is bad. It doesn't please God. It doesn't bring blessings. To just be there in the house, entertaining, eating, making love, and other things. They try to help a little, but leaving all the work for the woman. You see, some men just come and sit at table to eat. Even bringing a plate, they won't bring it. Bringing a knife, a fork, they just come and sit down. And they are sitting waiting for the plate and the fork from a woman or from the children. Well, it's to train children also to be responsible here and there. But if you're eating, you realize if a spoon wasn't there, unless you are training the kids and they were irresponsible by not bringing a spoon. But from time to time, you take 3 steps to go for the spoon. You have to yell and shout. And if you are 10,000 miles away, you have to come and bring the spoon. Oh, no. You see, there's a practice as we all grew up to fetch water for adults when they are eating. But when the kids grow and they are not there, then they have to employ somebody. And the one is in some boys' quarters outside there. And he has come from work in the night. And he's calling that man from that place to wake up and open about 3 doors and come and take water from the fridge and put by the side of his food. What is that? So all these organization and neatness and things, they all connected. You see? Like I said, now the kids are gone, empty nest. And we sat and talked. My wife said, what we used to do in Scotland years ago when you were a student, you know, helping with dishes because we only had a baby. And when the kids grow, you know, they help. So I'm the dishwasher. I can't go to bed in this house. I haven't left plates overnight. First of all, it's something we decided not to do in our home. And the father should be in help with that neatness, direction, and leadership. You see, to make sure the household, you see, that's why we have family meeting once a month, and then we talk about school and food and clothing and cleaning and things. And then we form a circle, you stand in the middle, we lay our hands on you and pray for you. What do you do to keep the family together? But things like that, principles you set for clean kitchen, clean house, you see, if you leave the place overnight, and in some instances, because someone is going to come the next day to come and do it, it brings rats and mice and cockroaches and things. It's not good practice. You see, so we don't leave things overnight unclean in the kitchen. You see, when my wife used to work full time, and Alive had to come, Alive when she's coming in the morning, I don't even want her to see a spoon even in the sink. I make sure it's free, and it has become part of me. You see, I can't go to bed. I train myself, I do a lot of work in the night, writing books and all that. But when it is 12 midnight and 1 in the morning to come and then I see it in the sink, I hate to see it there without trying to wash it and put it some dried, get it dried somewhere. In other words, don't leave dirty things overnight. As a practice for neatness, and you must start as a young lady, nice gentleman, early enough. If not in your marriage, talk and agree. Don't just go out just ironing things and your suit or your dress and things, and then you're employing people to do all of them for you. And sometimes it doesn't even help the children because they don't see examples from parents. Even if you have people helping you, show your children and people that you are responsible to organize your home and neatness and things. You don't want to wash any plate because someone should do it. Even a spoon or a knife, you don't want to wash it. You see? Because you are busy. You know, and everything even, oh, that's bad. That's not good. Okay, but a woman as a homemaker, a man wants a neat woman. Sometimes the poor background training and constant unclean exposure of the person. The environment, no one cares about neatness in a home or the environment where you are. That type of the city, that place in the city, that place in the town or a village condition or some slum somewhere, or you people are just not neat in that house. You see, sometimes you go to a dorm and a dormitory, residential hall, and he's in the university, he's in a college, high institution. It is horrible. You see, and the person comes out and goes in, you see the one only outside. Then you marry the person, issues. So talk about them. Talk about them as much as possible. Sometimes you have opportunity to go to that home and see it, talk about it. It's not everything that will be 100%, but some things don't take into the marriage is going to be a problem. You see, sometimes somewhere, years ago, I had gone with somebody for a program, for something, visitation, all that. Then I was sending the person home, and the person, when I got there, ran out of the car. And I was wondering, why? Full speed, I entered the house and said, wait. Not knowing things were scattered all over the place. So one day now, trying to arrange shoes, arrange this. Even that when I entered, it was terrible. What I saw. So I had to call the person and said, you have to do something about this. Yeah, the person regarded me as a daddy of a kind, so I could talk like that easily. I said, this is bad. You are living alone as a lady, and this is your home at this age? No. You can't have this going on thinking overnight is going to be solved. It can't happen. So begin to work on yourself and develop a habit of organization. I remember when I was on one of these campuses teaching, just when I get out of the parking lot in front of my office, within like 3 yards is a stop sign. And it is just at the corner of the parking lot. And I turn, this is on the campus. Before I turn all over the place, the main road is far away. I'll take so many turns on the campus before I get to a street in town. And you know what I told myself? I'm going to stop at that stop sign. Do you know why they did that? Because cars still, when it's on campus, it's still cars passing. Who knows? One day you're in a hurry, I want to go and buy something and bite something for lunch and come to teach. And then you hurry up the speed and then somebody's coming and, hey, head-on collision. It may not be a very serious one because or it's right on the campus. It is not even a major street to speed. But then there's the collision. You see, and the stop sign also, because people are passing, that stop sign will help to save some people too. So you know what I did? I trained myself, as soon as I move my car, I stop. Sometimes it didn't make sense to me. If I left in the evening around maybe 5:36, nobody's even there. The whole place is quiet. Nobody's even walking there. A lot of cars have gone. But I said, let me stop. If you develop that habit, then one day you know how to stop at stop sign because your mind, everything is programmed. When you see stop sign, you stop. And don't go and kill somebody, okay? So don't develop a bad habit of not being neat and organized because I'm alone and I'm not going anywhere. Someone was very upset. Not well upset, I won't say very upset. I was complaining that when during the COVID time, the quarantine, when we were at home, and also even now it's okay. It's middle of getting to the middle of the year 2023. So, but even that, I mean, last 2 years, especially 2020, 2020, 2021, hey. So because you don't go out having your bath, it became a problem for a number of people. And he was complaining that when a wife comes near, she smells. I'm not saying men should smell and say, oh, that's for men. But if a woman is smelling, that's more serious. Because of different makeup of the physiology of the body, it's a woman should be careful about cleaning. Otherwise, you are going to smell more. And when they ask the wife, say, but I'm not going anywhere. How? You see, I'm not going anywhere. So you're not going anywhere, so you shouldn't be neat in the house. So there's a problem because it also doesn't attract the man. A number of men may not mind, but a number of men also mind the scent on the body of a woman. So that it really puts some men off. You see, some men off. And typically in marriage where there's exposure of the body and the scent is coming from the woman and it is offensive and it's not sweet, it's just repulsive, that is an issue. You see, so unclean exposure has gotten some men and women, and ladies in particular, to be domestically disorganized, untidy in nature. In my opinion, a woman's neatness is primarily portrayed in her bathroom and the kitchen. And I keep saying that in counseling, if there's a chance, go to that house once and see the bathroom and the kitchen. You go to use the bathroom and then look around, and you go to the kitchen to wash your hands and look around and advise the woman. Actually, when I come to your house, the two, that tells me a lot about who the woman is. Your bathroom, your kitchen. Okay? If I see parts of dirty clothing, dirty dishes, the kitchen sink, dirty and stained cookware, dirty stove, dirty kitchen floor, towels in the bath, towels on the floor of the bathroom, and often unused items lying here and there, unflushed toilet, baby feces in the chamber pot. There's even a number of places sitting in the bathroom or some other place, dirty underwear and brassiere. Oh, Lord have mercy. You pile the underwear plenty and put on the last one and take it somewhere else. Wash them. Don't pile them to be a mountain sitting there. It's not good. Okay? And then a brassiere which used to be white is now brown. It's not a good sign. On the bathroom floor, soap lying about anyhow, cosmetics and bathroom items scattered about in the bathroom. They use it, and then they scatter it all over, and then they polish, polish on dirt. Then they ask her, check it. But go to the bathroom and go to the bedroom. Some of those people, you see them in church Sunday morning, wonderful, spiritual, shining, socially fantastic, and in parties and places, they come to the radio station, go on television, go to the bedroom, go to some place, go to the living room, you'll be surprised. The kind of people they are. Okay? Stained and dirty sink and bath. Okay? Foul smell in the bathroom and the kitchen. Strong indications that when it is so, that's an untidy woman and has to be spoken to, has to sit up and decide to be tidy, organized, and neat. Okay? Other areas of observation for tidiness will include arrangement of items in the bedroom, living room, presence of dust and cobwebs on items and corners of the house, a lot of dirt on the windows, careless accumulation of dirty clothing at odd places in the house, careless haphazard spread of shoes and other items across the floor, bedding that is frequently not made. Always, bed is a mess. Some pillows have no pillow covers for a number of guys. There's even a brown circle on the pillow. Whom are you going to marry? And you marry him, it's a mess. Some men never make the bed. The woman is busy, they have to wake up, breastfeeding, go in here, has to go to the kitchen. And the man can't just use 5 minutes to straighten the bed sheet and the pillows and things. Men, we must wake up. You give the woman too much to do. And then you go, you eat, leave everything. Spoon, fork, plate, everything. We leave, won't wash it. He goes here and he's not doing anything in the house. He can be on the phone and he's doing email, and it's on the phone, and the tablet, and on the laptop. You see? You can make yourself very, very busy, busier than you're supposed to be. If any of us listening, you have made yourself busier than you're supposed to be, allocate some time for what you need to do in the house, in the bedroom, in places you can work on. You can't do all in a day, little by little. It's like this junk mail, which is another issue. They come and there's a lot of junk. Mail you don't want. Some even put newspapers in mailboxes. A lot of them. And I deceive myself to say, I'm going to work on this mail. I pile them, and sometimes a whole week, or more than a week, if you're not careful. Then it's sitting there like a mountain. You're going to spend 2 hours to work letter by letter. Some of them, you're not sure what is useful. Some is obviously junk. You see, but make sure you don't just throw them away. If it's to be shredded, you have a shredding machine for shredding, then you shred. But otherwise, be careful how you let things go out there with your name and address on it for criminals. But then you spend 2 hours. You know, my wife always would tell me, when it comes, deal with some of them right on the spot. You realize that this, we don't need it. This, we don't need it. 3, 4, 5, 6 could be thrown away. It takes 5 minutes to do that. But it looks like, oh, I'm going to deal with it, I'm busy. You always find something to do, if you want to. Then the thing piles up. I take a lot of names of people outside. It's a habit. But then if you're not careful, the papers pile up because I have a book I transfer them into. Perhaps you delay 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Then the papers come plenty sitting there. We do it little by little. Find out your neatness, your organization, your tidiness in your home. Whether you are single or married, that you can take time to be attending to. Allocate 5 minutes. Take a break from that computer, the game, the phone, whatever it is. Sometimes just watching a movie, you're so used to watching a movie after dinner, and it is such a passion, you're addicted to it. But sometimes that's some of the time you can use. Why don't you just spend 5-10 minutes? Discipline yourself and kill this self to sit down and deal with some things in the house. And some of us have homework and work and things we can do. Even reading through your notes, I tell students, when you take notes, within 48 hours, if you don't read through, and you pile them for 40 pages, 50 pages, and then the exam is coming, you're going to sit. Sometimes you can't even read your own handwriting. What you typed is wrong, and this and that. Make the time. You have to make the time to do it. And time is running. 24 hours, and it goes and goes. And these are serious issues in many homes and marriages. Work on yourself if you're not married. Don't become a problem for somebody. Always irritation, and it relates to disagreement and this and this and this and this. Until divorce. You know where it started? Disorganization. No neatness. You leave your shirt anywhere and to be hanging there. Can't you fold it and put it somewhere? You see, you come from church, you come from outside, and your things are scattered around. You're watching this thing, and the woman to scarf here, and this one here in the living room. Your car keys, always you're looking for your car keys. Get yourself organized. I can't find my glasses. Find a place where you put, if you're outside the room and you want to remove it, a place where you put it, especially in the bedroom where you put your glasses. You go there straight for it. Those things. The scissors, nail cutters, glasses, that special pen you use to do this. This one and that one, my wallet, know where you put them, okay? And it's going to help all of us, okay? Pillows and mattresses you slept on, dirty without covers, smelling armpits. Some say they use it for romance and stuff, whatever it is. No. Well, I would say stop it, but always keep it neat anyway. Your mustache like a broom, that's not good. Okay? Unkempt hair, dirty and untrimmed fingernails, dirty shoes, foul body scent or odor, the wearing of unclean clothing without much consent. You see. Oh, it's not too bad, but you need to iron a little bit. You see. When we were in Scotland, there was one Sunday I put on a grey suit. Then the shirt, if I remember, it was light yellow stripes in a blue color. But the suit is grey. And the tie, what color was it? I think it was some bluish, yellowish, some kind of, it just was terrible. And I went to church. My wife had to go to work as a nurse that Sunday morning. So she woke up very early, 6 a.m. She had to be at work at 7 o'clock. And I remember that girl, it was Becky, a Scottish girl, Christian sister, in Bridge of Dawn Baptist Church. I remember in Aberdeen, Scotland, when I was a student at Aberdeen University. And then Becky came straight to me, we finished church and there's coffee room. And then came to me and said, Samuel? And so a number of them called me Samuel. There were some Irish and the rest and Scottish. And said, Samuel? This is awful. She was bold and everything. My dressing was awful. A grey, this thing, matching some yellowish something, some blue, this thing. What combination is it? So Samuel, this is awful. You know what she finally said? Did your wife see it? Now it's my wife who's in trouble. So when I come and told her, I say, when I talk to you, you don't listen. Not that I don't listen, but I don't take it serious. I don't think it's that serious. That's what she meant. When I tell you, you don't take it serious. You see? Because I'm sure if she accompanied me, she'll make sure that the colors match. And if she were there, she would have told me, no. One time we're going to church right here. The other time my wife said, Daddy, you need to change the shirt. It doesn't match with the rest. So I agree because women have said it. Choice of colors, scent, and things, experts. God made them that way. So I went inside the house and I changed it because women have said it. Be neat. Neatness is a good thing and it brings bond. It attracts. And especially men want neatness in women. It's one of the things men like. So if you're a girl not married and you are listening to me and you are not neat and organized, it's not going to help any man. You're going to have a problem. Someone actually went out of the United States to Africa, to his country to marry a woman and brought a woman back. And the woman came for prayer. I was praying for some people in the state where the woman was. I said, what is the problem? Divorce. Oh, what happened? Young girl, they don't have children yet, married a few months, divorced. Said the man said, she's not neat. Because you see, you didn't know her. You just went to church and found her. Within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I found a wife and brought her. And then he is a neat man getting his things organized. And he was very upset. And you know what happens is that sometimes it's not just the neatness, the exchange. You talk back, trying to explain, trying to defend. You get offended by what he said. So an attitude and something else follows. Because of this, I won't give this to you. Because of what you told me. And then it leads finally to divorce. So neatness. Okay? And it's a problem for a number of other people. Now, when your wife is talking, listen. If your husband is talking, listen. Some of the women is not just neatness, but the exposure. What you put on exposes too much to the outside world. Things that only a husband should enjoy, is not enjoyed by everybody. It doesn't give a good impression. It affects you if you stand before a group and you're talking, and some put it on to sing in church. He says you don't want to say it because, hey, she has a wonderful voice, and if she leaves, hey, who's going to sing like her in the church? So she will stand there, and the thing is showing features. You put on some pants, showing too much. Something tight, showing too much. You know how your body is, and the behind is quite prominent, and this one and that one, and the Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Afajato, Mount Everest. And then you put on all these cleavage, showing this, whatever it is, and some put on something, what a brazier, whatever it is. I've seen it. I go to churches, you see that the breasts, the nipples are shown too much in the top. It's not good for people struggling with their passions, and it doesn't give good thought to people. And sometimes they say, it's their problem. It's whose problem? You see, so let's work on ourselves. It's all part of neatness, organization, and decency. Say amen. Shake your head and say hallelujah. Okay. Lord, thank you so much for all this. Because if you are clean, it's next to being holy. Cleanliness is next to godliness and holiness. So we ask that we'll be neat and tidy, organized, and it glorifies God, and it brings respect, and it is honorable. It's a good example for people, especially for children and other people. And people will respect you, Lord. So grant us the grace to take these things serious. In Jesus' name, amen. You can call me Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo in the United States on 1-917-741-0643. 1-917-741-0643. In Ghana, call 020-812-6533. Ghana code is 233. So 233-20-812-6533. Kumasi call 0275-353-802. The email is kisseadoo@msn.com. Kisseadoo@msn.com. KISSEADOO@msn.com is the email. Now put the name Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo, KISSEADOO, into Amazon.com, Barnes and Nobles. You see some of my books, especially Amazon.com. You see some of them. And then also, there's a broadcast on Joy 99.7 FM in Accra, Ghana. Saturday mornings, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Hope for your family. 5:30 in the morning on Saturdays only to 6. About family life. Access anywhere in the world with myjoyonline.com. myjoyonline.com. And go to live radio. And call us if you need help for counseling. Anywhere in the world, we'll connect you to somebody. You have seminaries and meetings across several towns in Ghana. You have representatives in Toronto, London, New York, and around who would get you in touch with somebody for help. May God bless you. May God keep you.